Actually using the iPhone. Maybe ought to just give that camera a little polish, otherwise it won't shine off my head. There we go. That's the trouble, isn't it? You put them up to your ear, and they get all greasy, don't they? Obviously, with this you're using the front cam. So welcome, 186 subscribers. It's just gone up by by quite a lot. So if you're new to this, thank you very much for coming in and having a look. And if you're old to it, thank you very much for coming back. Beautiful day here in the UK. I've only got 30 minutes today though, because I need to get to work. But I just thought I'd pop on and say hello, because by the time I finish work at about 2:30 in the morning, I can't imagine that anybody else would want to speak to me. So it's saying it's working. The only thing is when you plug this in. Hello, BVG. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Is the audio okay? I turned it down one notch last night, and it stops picking up all that echo, so that's working pretty well. So hopefully we'll get a few people in. Last night we had 670 people pop in and out. That was at 11:30 till 12:30 in the morning. So whether that's the best time to go live, I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, you're a bit limited to going live at that time because most people are in bed. We had a really good one yesterday. It was loads and loads of fun. We had loads of people come in. Nobody was really nasty. We had one or two so-called trolls come in for a laugh, and it was a really easy stream. Marty McFly sending good vibes from Cincinnati and sending good vibes back to you. So we're I'm in Lincolnshire and sort of in the middle of the UK, about 40 miles off the east coast. So if you look on your map, that's where we are, a place called Gainsborough. I actually sort of stamp where I am on here because it makes people pop in and out. Just have a look. I don't know if it'll do any good in the daytime, but certainly at night, this is the way forward. If you're interested in attracting subscribers, there's a million people who'll tell you how to do it on the internet. But at the minute, YouTube are pushing out vertical live streams. So if you actually go on vertical, you'll oh nice. If you go vertical on your phone and then go out live, you'll find out that lots and lots and lots of people come in, which is obviously a bonus because small channels, it's really difficult for small channels to actually get out there on YouTube. Or it has been, but it isn't now. But that seems to be the way forward. Just tip your phone into vertical mode and do it that way. So last night, in total, 670 people have been in and out. There was lots and lots and lots of people came through. You can see the numbers going up now. We're up to 10. If you are interested in anything in what we're doing, it's actually a walking channel. I know I repeat this each time, but for people that have not been in before, actually, the idea of this is I actually go for a walk. Sometimes, well, quite a lot, to be honest. You see a lot of videos on the channel. If you're interested, pop by and have a look. I use Little Osmo Pocket, and I record in 4K 60 frames per second. And sorry, I keep getting messages through. Nothing to put you off more than that. Recording for 4K 60 frames per second, so you see some beautiful landscapes, and a lot of it's been to do with the coast, because obviously at this time of year with they're a lot quieter, and tranquility as you're walking up and down the UK coast is a beautiful thing. It's starting to pick up now. Obviously, people are going to be there. It's coming up to Easter, so I'm going to have to find somewhere really quiet now where nobody else wants to go. I'll have to sort of look into, get on the map and find out where the really quiet ones out that far out. Because there's a place called Mablethorpe that I went to, or I started off from, and I've basically walked down now to a place called, we're down to Ingermells. Mr. Jothman, smells good. Smells like updog in here. I don't know what that means. It's the comments on here are pretty quick. And last night it was going around. It must have been. I sort of got an idea now. If you're pretty famous, Steve Wilco's. We haven't had that one before. Thank you very much. What was the other one? Heisenberg. That was the other one. I think he got a bit of a thinner face. What up, dog? There you go. You've taught me something. Where are you from, Mr. Jothman? I'm a keep it real. That's a beautiful profile picture you've got there. Is that actually you? Feel free to share this out. Yeah, you're from America, obviously. I've been. Whereabouts? Whereabouts in America? I've been 6 times. Been to Florida 4, Vegas, and Chicago. Just in the middle, right in the middle of Chicago, for about 2 or 3 days. That was a pretty cool place. It was freezing cold. Good. I'm pleased you're doing well. I don't. I'm going to have to look up see who Steve Wilco's. Indiana. Not been there. Well, maybe I've ever. England, the middle of England, sort of Lincolnshire in the middle. In the middle and a bit further down. We're not north by any means, but we're sort of in the middle. A little place called Gainsborough. If you actually look on the thing, some of the founding fathers from America, they came across on the ships, and some of them actually got on. They came from here. Wayne Kerr, you're joining the Are you joining the Ukrainian army? Good to see you again, Wayne. Please, you're still there, mate. You joined us last night. I don't know if you remember. It was fun last night. I really enjoyed it. So we had a good hour. And loads of people came through. Loads of some silly comments. Maybe all of them were friendly. It was good. Am I on Insta? No, I'm not. Well, I am. But if you look for Walking with Mick on Instagram, I very rarely post on there. It's not really my thing, to be honest. I've got a TikTok channel as well. You're sorry about our president. Don't apologise to me. It makes you wonder who votes these people in, because we obviously we had an election last year, and everybody's like, let's get rid of the Tories, let's get Labour in. And now whoever you speak to, nobody voted for, they're not going to admit to voting for the simple reason that they're not doing very well at the minute. But if they were doing okay, they'd say, yes, that showed you, that's why we voted for them, because they're amazing. But I actually think it was quite interesting to us, because obviously in this country there's been a lot of things about immigration for the last few years, and I thought, well, is he doing the right thing with their immigration? Because obviously it was televised for us, so they were saying that it was throwing people out who were criminals and rapists and murderers who shouldn't have actually been there. They were throwing them out straight away. Whereas, that's why it was a positive with us, but it seems to be upsetting a lot of people at the minute. I suppose, really, if you're the head of the United States, it's probably your job to upset a few people, rattle a few carts. So the financial people, don't want to be boring, but the financial people here are saying that it's going to cause some sort of recession. But I think that's probably at the UK trying to blame that on him, because basically you can feel it over here. We're already in recession. People have stopped spending money and keeping it all to themselves. So we're not doing as well as we was. If you'd like to share this out, and if you're enjoying it, so if you could give us a subscription. We're only like 14 subscribers of 200, which, was on 160 the other day when I started doing these, which is definitely a big boost for a small channel. So if you're interested, I started off walking in November, and I've gone down to, started off in a place called Mablethorpe. Just keep walking down a couple of miles, filming it, walking back, getting in the car, going home, coming back and doing it again. And it's working out. We've actually attracted a few people that are interested in it. I looked yesterday, and it basically says my demographic for this channel is between 45, well, from 45 upwards. Mainly, a lot of people over 65 have actually done it. Hello, Hamish, how you doing? Talking about a bloke with a load of money, is the world's most richest Scotsman. I'm going to be at work in 30 minutes. Well, I'm going to be at work at 15 minutes, actually, to be honest. I just thought I'd pop on and say hello to a few people. We seem to be attracting quite a few new subscribers by doing it this way. So, because it was taking it a long while the other way, just getting the odd one here. And so then we lost 2 one day, and that was quite depressing. So I thought I'd see if I could get it going. Is there a lot of fishing in the UK? Yeah, there is, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the biggest pastimes. A lot of pond fishing as well. Some people just have their own ponds and stock them up, get people to... pay to use them, and then we've got rivers as well. I've been making money here soon now, not yet, not for a long while. I need another 2,500 watch time hours, which is a long time, really, isn't it? The other one, with the vape thing, I actually made a few quid on that for over about a year and a half. Some money coming with that, but I've got to get it back up there. That's why I'm pushing it. That's why I'm working on it. But I read somewhere the other day that if you actually use it in this mode, YouTube will push it out for you. So, and it's definitely true because we were doing one last night, and I said there was over 600 people came through, and somebody said it was found in it was recommended on a channel from somebody with 150,000 subscribers, so they know what they're doing. I think they're trying to take on TikTok, to be honest, because obviously TikTok's the one where they're getting some. You should do politics now. No. Who wants to talk about politics? That's one thing I worked out in the last year or so. I'm 58 now, and I've spent my whole life trying to imagine that we're going to change the world. And in real terms, you don't change anything; it just they change it, and you can't do anything about it. I know it's a bit of a sort of give in way of thinking about it, but that's definitely what happens. Talk football, you're an expert. That's what you should do, Amy. Maybe. And the trouble is, Amy, she's real soccer. No, it's football. It's football. Football is played with a round ball. We should know who invented it. You play rugby. There we go. That's lost another subscriber. So I'm not arguing about football because I don't even watch it. That gets them all going, though, doesn't it? You get, British people and American people, when they start talking about football, it's like, that's not real football. I'm pleased I don't follow it because I've always been a terrible loser. I was the one that used to throw the Monopoly board up in the air when somebody else put an hotel on Park Lane. So I'm pleased I don't do it. I'd be grumpy most of my life. I'd have to change teams every week to try and support, the one that was winning, really. If that works out, I don't know, probably won't really. You'd end up buying a new football shirt every week, wouldn't you? It's pretty quiet today. It's not as busy as it was last night. Probably in the evening's a better time. I suppose if you go live here at 11 o'clock at night, you've got all the Brits who are still up. And no, they don't. It's Trinity, games with Trinity. I think they lose on most weeks. And then I pick the people up. Yeah, they did, yeah. The football... I watched the thing about it the other week, even though I don't watch football. There was a series on the telly about it, and it was showing you football was played between, the Football League was started. Hello, Zion, how you doing? Football was basically started between the public schools in the south, and they all used to play every week. Can I say your name? Zion? Let's call it Zian Abdullah. No, I don't follow football. We're just on about that. And they wouldn't let working class people in there, and you weren't allowed to get paid to play football. But what the mill owners did, they started people who were really good at football, supposedly working at the mill, paid them more than what the rest of them were, and basically then they went to play. So that was for the FA Cup, wasn't it? Football Association. It was an interesting thing. I don't know if you've seen it, Hamish. I don't know if you can get it down there. It's in English. You should be all right with it, though. Am I married? Yes. Very married. 40 years married to a beautiful woman. Could I add you? Where could I add you? What do you want adding to? Don't tell me. I need to send you some money. You only watch Burnley, owned by JJ Watt. All right, yeah. I can't remember. I don't think you'd even be able to get. Do I know anyone famous? Yeah, Hamish McCallum is a very, very famous Scotsman. He invented the iPhone. Messy around. I don't follow football. Yeah, he's very rich. Send him your PayPal. I'll send you some money over. We're very rich. God, I wish. I don't know if you know, Hamish. Somebody run into the car on a motorbike last week. and it's looking like it's going to be written off. I only paid it off on the Thursday and ran into it on the Monday. So they're talking about the possibility of buying it back off him. Bye-bye, nice to see you. Talking about the possibility of buying it back off him. I know, sick in it. We got some money come through from an investment, and I said, right, first thing I want to do is pay that car off and then pay myself back out the takings, because it was a few quid a month. And I paid it off on the Thursday. I was jumping about and as happy as Larry. And then I said somebody's run into it on Monday, and it broke the mirror, bent the front wing. They only wants a full side respray, but I would imagine if I buy it off the insurance and take it back, it will be fixed at a lot less, because they have to fix it back up to standard, don't they? Back up to the standard it was before it was done. Whereas, obviously with a taxi you could get by with a bit of scuffing. He said the guy said you'd probably be able to polish most of that off, to be fair, but he said obviously you don't want to be doing that, because you want it back to where it was. So stop yapping. That's a proper whereabouts are you, Zion? Are you in the UK? Stop yapping. You're Four Eyes. All right. That's an old-fashioned insult, really. Are you saying my designer glasses aren't suiting my face? Four Eyes, yeah. Can you remember we used to call kids that? Four Eyes! And then all of a sudden glasses become trendy and kids were going to the opticians and pretending they couldn't see just so they could get some. Farfalla. Bro, why no super chat? We haven't got... it's not monetized. The channel's not monetized. It's only on 186 subscribers. So if you'd like to be number 187, we're glad to have you here. They're not available. Not until you get. I need to get to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch time hours. So we're 2,500 short for that, and 3,500 short for monetization for putting adverts on the stream. But it'll come. I'm working hard at it. Upload loads of times a week. Why am I so dead? Zena is broken inside. Yeah. There we go. Permanent ban will ensue. All right, excellent. That's got to be true, isn't it? Really. Zion's gone. I said he didn't want to talk anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to him. 24 hours. He'll probably come back under a different account. They're all right. I don't mind a bit of toing and froing because it makes the day go longer. But you can't. There's only so much you can put up with, isn't there, really? Definition of a troll: somebody who's got no life. Manchester is red. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Did we have you on last night, Danny? Nice to see you. Manchester United is red. What's the other one? Blue. See, you wasted on me with football. Absolutely wasted. I've absolutely no idea about football. I know Beckham used to play for Manchester United, and that's about as far as I got. I'll tell you what, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Timed out for 86,000 seconds. I think we should have probably gone by the time we come back. You can actually throw them off the channel by just pressing a few buttons. So I don't mind if they're having a bit of fun, but they're not fun. We had some people in last night. They were hilarious, to be honest. They had a right laugh. Bit of toing and froing. And I was there for over an hour, and the time just passes. And the chat was going around that quick. It was like being famous, really. It was like being you, Amy. Come on, how are you going to let the American watch more football? My cock smells. But it does. I bet it does. I bet it does smell as well. Mike Ox smells. Now that's one hell of a double brand name. I'll have you blushing. Yeah, he's. You need to get doing this, Hamish. Riding around in that cab. Yeah, I've met some friends on here, to be honest. Even on this channel, I've got a guy. We're going to do that walk in a couple of weeks. Well, in a couple of months. I'm off from Skegness to from Mablethorpe to Skegness, and I've already got somebody what's coming with me, a lad who I've never met before. But we've sort of got friends on here, if you know what I mean. He's going to come and have a walk with me. Granddaughter's coming as well, so that should be a good day. My oldest granddaughter is nearly 19 now. So how old do you feel now then, Hamish? Because I don't know how old she was when we first started chatting. Whether she was even born. It's a long while ago, isn't it? Have I ever been pheasant hunting? No, I haven't, no. Do you know, I actually ran into one in the car and broke the front grill out, and they wanted £1,000 to repair it. No, really, I think over here, it's 15 years. Yeah, so she was living before. She's 19 in June. She's going to either York or Newcastle University from, after the summer to train to be a barrister, because her dad's already a solicitor, so that's what she wants to be. Hunting really over here is more for the rich, to be honest, or that type of thing. It costs a lot of money to go and do, and to get a gun license over here is pretty difficult. You have to go through a lot of things to get a gun license, so it's not really something that a lot of people do. Kept him in a cage, yeah, little buggers. My grandson's 16 this year. Yeah, it's the camera. You can't turn it around, I don't think. If you do it on OBS, you can mirror your image, but on this you can't. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the opposite in America. Yeah, it's very difficult. You can only get shotguns as well. You could get 12-bore shotguns. You get a license for them, but you have to go through the police, and then they have to come out and look around your home. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, I've just said the reason it's the wrong way around is because you can't mirror the camera, so it's showing you it backwards. If I turn the camera around and did it that way, it'd actually show you it, but it's a shame you can't mirror the image, because normally what you do is on OBS you click a button, and a chance of turning it around quick. Yeah, it says no stupid people. That's what it says. When I use the computer, it points at it, and you can say it's mirrored the image, so it actually shows you the right way around. But that's weird when you do that, because you move one arm and it's the other one that's moving. It's strange when you're actually sat here doing it. That's what it says. No stupid people. If you look online, they're available. I bought that from a little shop in Mablethorpe. Wasn't expensive. Quickly stand up and turn around. No. Why would you want me to do that? Anyway, that's my cue to go. Let's go get some tacos. Could do. I don't think I've ever had one. Might as well start now. Right, that's my cue. My wife's just come in, so I'm going to have a quick word with her, and then I'm going to get off to work. Catch you all soon, everybody. I might even pop back later.